Da, 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 da. Roogix is a legend. Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
What's this test new laptop?
Oh, I tried that one before on this, but it didn't work.
You haven't. That's why I said look for ones that didn't work and get rid of them.
So is this working? Is this on YouTube?
Yes.
Oh.
Hang on. Wow. I got in there quick.
Yeah, well, I told him it was going to be there.
You beat
Sound
me in,
is
guys.
much better. Okay, so far, so good.
You beat me in, guys, and I'm sitting right next to him.
Now, I don't know what all these other buttons are. Yeah, stop cam, cam light, share screen, invite, leave studio. It's got one being me. Invite a guest to see how this layout is unique. Up to 5 guests can join you. How the hell do you invite it? A guest.
Well, it's a brand new computer too, Grinch, so...
Straight out of the box.
That's probably one. This seems better quality. Yeah, well...
Well, I was on my phone before.
No, it's still got affected being on his phone going through YouTube. I do know...
Sure. Yeah. Roogix is a legend.
YouTube, I do know... Oh, God.
See, what I don't hear is any volume on there, but that's normal, I suppose, is it?
Ask Roogix. You're saying you can't hear yourself talk?
No, it's not that. If I wanted to invite Roogix up here, how do I get him up here? Do I click on your name? Show. What else does this say? Block user. Right, I block him. No, I don't know.
So where's my typing?
Wife has slept. No, no worries.
Oh, yeah.
We got it working. Thank you, Roogix. That's the main thing.
So next question, Roogix. Like I'm on my phone watching this, and I've still got a wrench. But in the side chat
you can only do the wrenching in YouTube.
I know, but it's not showing a wrench.
I can do it here. It's showing me, like I click the Roogix name, put in timeout, block user. But that's through StreamYards.
Well, you can't run those, boss. Okay. You share the link, right? How do you share the link, Roogix?
So up the very top.
You double click that, copy it.
And then I send it to someone's email.
There's got to be a private section in here.
No, you just get someone's email and send it to them, I guess. I imagine. We're new at this. You can tell.
I'm standing by, so I'll shut my trap for a bit. No, Grinjo, if you can
Grinjo? Grinjo.
Sorry. If you can add any...
Yeah. So, but then anyone can come up, can't they? Or can I stop anyone coming in?
Old, if you can add any advice, go for it. I'm going to go get a beer. But I don't want that.
Yeah, we'll have a beer first.
I don't want that so far off.
SP, you can give it out to public. What's SP?
So you can give it out to public.
Oh, so you can give it out to public. All right. So I'll copy the link.
Yes, copy later for dinner.
You're not coming up.
No.
Don't call me later for dinner. Then go to... I don't even know what a green room is.
Well, we're calling them purple rooms, but the green room is the private room.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've
never been in a green room in my life.
You have?
No, I haven't. So I copy and paste it to this room. Then someone can click on it and they can come up. But if they're naughty, how do I shut them down? Just by these little boxes next to the name. I know you're saying they go to a green room, but I don't know what a green room is and where is it? You've got, on the right hand side, I've got banners, brand, private chats, settings. I know you can't talk because you're in bed. I can kick them by using the little boxes next to your name that says block user. Is that how that would work? I don't know. I'll actually, when someone else comes on shortly, I might get Buttercup up, because we've got a way of contacting her by giving her the link. She won't be too far away, will she?
She might, you're early, she might not come on.
Tooheys Old Dark Ale. Nice drop.
I don't know how to give the link. I can't.
Much more control than old YouTube chat. All right, no worries. Well, at least through the help of Roogix, we've got a broadcast. So you just save the StreamYard's website and go to it when you want to broadcast. Now that you're linked to YouTube, that's how I figured it out.
So did you find out where the green room is?
Tell you what, you tell me where the green room is, because I don't know.
Asking.
No.
What's down the side there?
I don't know.
I can't see from here.
Oh, getting shitty. Grumpy. I don't know what a green room is. I don't know how to get there. You keep saying, just go to the green room. I don't know where it is. Do you know where it is?
No.
Well, I don't know where it is. Yes, a nice drop. Tooheys Old. We'll sort it out. I understand you. So the private chat is the green room. Right, so I'll click on that. Now, I don't see any comments now, so I'll go back to you. If I go to the private chat and no one's in there, and I drop the link, how can anyone come up? That's the bit I don't get. Only people that join can talk there. All right, well, I'll go there and I'll type something in. Are you saying then that you can talk in there? Because I'll try that. I'll say, hello, Roogix. Right, I just sent that. So I've sent a message in that private room that says, hello, Roogix. Let's go back to the private chat. No, just me. How can you have pudding?
Yeah, Leroy, that's about right too. You're laughing, aren't you?
Leroy, what's 6,512 divided by 6
That's why I went
and add 95?
We're having a
What is your answer? Sorry? Leroy, sorry? Oh, he hasn't put anything in there. All right, might be getting the calculator out. Hello, Leroy. When someone joins your StreamYards, they don't go to chat right away. You have to invite them a second time to bring them online.
To bring them on panel.
How do you invite them a second time? Hello, Jinx. First time on StreamYards. I'm an old man and it's very confusing. Where's my milk and cookies? 42 is the answer. That's also the meaning of life. Let's say I wanted to bring Roogix up and I thought, okay, I'll invite him. How do I invite him? When I hover over your name, there's a plus sign that says show. I know, Jinx. I'm new at this. How do I send him a link? All I want to know is how do I invite? I can copy. I've got that. I can copy the link. Where do I put it then? Same with me. I don't know. I keep saying just invite him. Like I've been doing this my whole life. Email or chat, as in the open public chat. Is that what you're saying? Oh, you emailed to him. Okay. All right. Well, we've got someone else's email. We'll do that. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Send it to Buttercup, maybe.
This is what Jinx said. At the bottom, there is a little man with a plus sign.
Nope. But on the hover.
What's that?
Okay, let's try this. Invite. That's just everyone.
Oh.
It says Gmail.
Copy the clipboard.
I need to email it. Okay. Or send it in the back. What's the back, Jinx? You're going to say the green room, aren't you? I don't know what that means. Hello, Jojo. None of you speak English. I just want to know how to invite, say, Jojo up here. And apparently I invite, but then I've got to do something else, and then I've got to do something else and send it to him, and then he's got to wait. And once I click it, I join the green room. So if I sent you the link through Transcendental Meditation, you receive that web URL. You then end up in the private chat, and then I can say, yep, you can come and join me. That's what you're saying. I understand. Gotcha. It's really easy when you think about it, just if you know what you're doing. I get it. I've got to send someone an email to the URL link. They end up in the private chat, and then I do whatever I have to do. Yep, okay. I've got it now. So if I know someone's email address, I simply send them the unique link URL. They end up in the private chat, and then I say, yep, you can come and join. And then in there, there's 5,000 nasty people, which I say, no, you can't join. No, you can't come in. Roogix is a cross-dresser. Yeah, apparently he wears men's clothing. Jojo, you should try it. Hello, Mel. Mel, would you like to come up and chat to us live? But she's got to be right back. We could do this, Mel. We could send it to contact you. You could then join and be the very first person on our first live Streamlabs. And her answer is, good Lord, no. What are you thinking, she's saying? He likes to pretend he's a man. No, I'm not sending anyone a link. We're just testing tonight. Hello, Texas little star. How are you? Can you see me? Why would have I banned you or something? I don't ban anyone. Just give them a damn good thrashing and send them home. Yeah, so we've got a new laptop, and that's what I'm doing all this on, because the old laptop is a pain in the ass. But I was quite clever today. I asked for a USB stick. I went to this new laptop and I downloaded Windows 10 again, and then plugged it into the old computer, did the old escape as you started, hit the escape, up come these things. And now I've got the old computer working, but it's still lousy sound because it's a gaming computer. And people have told me that they can hear us very clearly on this one, which is good. What's for dinner, Mel? What did you have? Or what are you having? Because it's a bit... Actually, see the time here? This is obviously a computer set for a different time, because it says 9:21. I'll have to fix that up later. But it works. That's the main thing. And all down to Roogix's very gentle handling of an old man and woman to get
He's
it going.
probably the only
Hello, Adam.
pulled his hair out.
So, Adam, can you hear this clearly? Because you're way off into the ice mountain. The wind may be disturbing the sound. But it's a nice night tonight. It was 95 today, which for us was pretty cool. I thought the chef was going to pin me a medal. Oh, right. As in, that's an appreciated thing in Japan. Belching. The Iceman, not the Iveman. So I'll be able to get back to doing quizzes, because I used to get quite a few people come in for the quizzes. They like them. But I really want to do these one-on-one interviews. And as much, if it was, say, Mel that came up here, I'd just say, look, let's start from the beginning. Let's hear a bit about your journey from when you were young, where you lived, what you did, but not generalizing address numbers, phone calls, numbers, nothing like that, but just the journey. Because we've all got stories, which to ourselves probably sound boring, but to other people will sound very interesting. It doesn't dox anyone, it just tells them about their life experiences of growing up, what you did you get run over by a truck, how heavy was the truck. Because fact is far more interesting than fiction. As you know on YouTube, there's lots of fiction, there's lots of make-believe. Yeah, I was in a noodle place once and it sounded like, I don't know, don't like doing that. But at least now I know the principle, thanks to Roogix. Go to the Streamhouse website, and now that it's connected to the YouTube, start up a hangout, invite people by email, and then they're on panel. Sounds good. I have one question, which is an obvious one. Before I go live and say I've got someone that is going to be on, before I start broadcast, can I have them in the room ready to go, or do you need to start the program first and then invite? I imagine you've got to start the program first, as in broadcast. Yes, you can invite them before you start. So you can have them in a room, this private chat room, in the room first. Okay, thank you. That will be helpful. Oh, well, I know it's not the best entertainment you'll come across, Mel, but I'm doing my best. Seriously. Before you hit go live, you can get them on panel. Excellent. Thank you, Jinx. That's going to be helpful.
Well, you better sort it out, Adam, if you're going to come up on seeds. Otherwise, we've got...
Now, this is the other question. Do people have to have StreamYards to be able to be invited, or they can just be invited by the link? So that's a pretty obvious question. But if they don't have StreamYards, but I give them the link, it takes them to the URL, and then they're on the Streamlabs broadcast, I guess. I don't think they would have to have StreamYards. Yep, they just click the link. Thank you again, Jinx. Very helpful.
And Tex said yes as well.
Thank you very much, Tex.
So, Adam, if you don't get your...
Tex, you see what this is? Have a look. In your honour. There you go.
Adam, if you don't get your microphone fixed, that means you'll have to put your cam on, and then we've all got a lip read.
Well, or maybe just hold bits of paper up like this. My quick bio, born in California in the 1960s. Parents from Arkansas and Missouri. Did not grow up in California. Was a 3-year-old baby when we moved back to St. Louis. That's the quick start buyer. Sounds good.
It is. See, sign language.
See, what I would like to see is that when someone's up here and they're just doing the story, I'll be listening. I will try and lead them, like if they drift off and start talking about, fat people in caravans and stuff. I'll be saying, no, this is about your life. And because there's normally dozens of stages of our life, when we're single, when we're younger, growing up, youth, meeting someone, marrying, kids. You see what I'm saying? It just keeps going and going and going.
I'll just
Now, telling that story is not going to unveil anything for anyone to harm you, because it's just a story, and it's fact.
I screen captured it, Joe, so I've got it now. Okay.
What's that?
He put his email in, so I've screen captured, so we have JoJo's email.
Oh, excellent. When did he do that?
No, not too. After Old's comment.
It was Arizona by the time I was 17.
Yeah, after that one.
I don't have JoJo. Show me.
Is there? Can you do like newest chat or whatever, like you do on like
What is it?
live chat?
Chat. I don't know. It doesn't. No, it just keeps going. But I don't see JoJo. He's been taken off my viewing. But he's showing up on YouTube, is what you're saying.
Yeah, JoJo.
You're not showing up on Streamlabs.
I have the comment.
StreamYards.
I have your comment where it says, "Here is my email," but Seeds can't see it on his chat.
Oh well. I suppose the other question is, how long can you run a StreamYards hangout for? Because I don't do more than an hour or hour and a half.
Oh, here we go.
Anyway.
I got yours, Jinx. I've just screen captured so I can copy them down. All right, you can get rid of it, Jinx. I've got it.
Oh, I see. It just disappeared. So JoJo's put his in and then cancelled it.
Oh, it's okay, but I've got
That's
it,
why
JoJo.
I didn't see it.
Right.
6 hours. It's not going to happen, Death. I'm not going to work for 6 hours on a hangout. It'll be about an hour. If Roogix came up here or Adam come up here and we just got the ball rolling, and your life story is interesting, because even though we're all separated by countries and different values and all the different things that make us different, we are actually more the same than people will ever know. And telling your story would be interesting.
Where are they?
Hello, Danny.
Danny.
We're on StreamYards.
It's all right, JoJo.
To the thanks of Roogix, we'd still be lost.
Danny got it off for you, JoJo, but I have got it. So
Adam, I did miss something. You're right. I do apologise because I've been waffling on. Back in the 80s, it was just VCR. Now it's programming, washing machine, refrigerator. Yes, it's everything. When I was a kid, there was just sand. That was called entertainment.
Oh, why did I say JoJo again? I've already given JoJo. JoJo, are you there?
My life story, travelled a lot, made a lot of mistakes in the end. Oh, yeah, look, if we just had a program saying, it's a one-on-one interview with old Gringo tonight, and all he's going to talk about is the mistakes he made in life. Now, he made billions of mistakes, all different.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be up here for 6 weeks talking Gringo, because I would. But mistakes usually guide us.
All right, I see you now, JoJo. No, thanks, Danny, because that's what I do. Danny retracted the messages in case they put the email up just enough so I could grab it.
Oh, I see.
Yep,
okay.
In case I didn't want it sitting there, so that's good.
What we'll do, and I'll do it on this computer, but the wife will tell me how to do it. We'll get your on-screen names, like Jinx, and then in a Word document or something, email address. So one night you're on, boom.
Okay,
you can do your...
I got it. And go, I have you. That's it. You realise I've got screen captures of all your emails. That's it. I'm going to spam your emails now.
Not going to happen. And what is also not going to happen, No one's going to be talking over anyone, mainly because there'll only be me or Mr. Angel and another person over here, whatever, there. And it'll be a conversation. I, for the life of me, do not understand when 5 or 6 people get up there and they all want to talk at the same time and think it's perfectly normal. You're mad.
Jinx.
Crazy.
Jinx, we don't believe you, but that's okay. You're unique. We're all unique. We love you.
Yep, Jinx, this is what I'd be saying to you. Let's say in a couple of weeks, I say, Jinx, come up and tell your story. And all it will be is the title will be Jinx Story Time, one-on-one. All you need to do is maybe make a few notes down of what you're going to talk about just so you can reference them without a folder and realize that the story that you'll tell is your life story, but it's about what happened, where you went, what you did, excitement, disappointments, all those things. And what it means is that you'll be able to tell your story without telling anything that's relevant about you, where you are, what you work on, all that sort of things. Give you an example. You know, I was 9, I worked in a coal mine, and then I grew up and flew planes. So I'm not telling you what mine, I'm not telling you what airline. You get my drift. Because there are things that happen to us that we just accept, and that's what happened. The mistakes we made in life.
You can
accidents and things like that.
You can hide it now if you want, Adam. I got it. If you don't want to leave it up there. Yes, Jojo is good at panels.
Yep, I don't intend to do. This is not going to be like 5 nights a week. It'll be once every couple of weeks. I'll be saying, Danny, would you like to come and tell your story? If Danny says no, it's no. If Danny says, yeah, I'll come up half an hour. And you need to just be careful and talk about the things that are important in your life that happened, and good and the bad and the ugly. Yeah. That's what life's all about. And the joys and tremendous things that changed your life. Things like that. Because I would guarantee you, and I will guarantee you, that when people hear the story of whoever it is, they'll be familiar with some of the things that happened to them. They'll be saying, well, that sort of happened to me. And what I want to do, let's say I've got Danny up here and she's told her story for about half an hour. When we're finished, now you can keep yakking, all of you in the side chat, but we're not going to answer you. After the story is told, then I'll say, Danny, would you like to take some questions? And if she says, yeah, sure. And then people can ask questions about an event, and she can explain it maybe in more detail about what it was, because they're interested in that. But that, like I say, it's more interesting real life than the fiction we see on YouTube. For me, it's abhorrent. It's the same nonsense on a different day. It doesn't change. Everyone's either poor me or attacking or carrying on like a pork chop for no reason, begging, etc., etc. And it's like, it's just all about nonsense. Nothing happens. It's like a washing machine. The crazy people, what crazy people do is they put washing in a machine. They wash it, they stand there and watch it all day. And when it's finished, they take it out, they hang it up, and then when it's dry, they put it back in the washing machine. They start it all over again. Same washing, different day. Get what I'm saying? And if you looked at most of the channels on YouTube, that's all it is. I prefer to go and watch someone like Boss of the Swamp and watch what he does, how he creates things. I like to watch cooking videos. This is me. Doesn't have to be you. But I get something out of those. I get my time is well spent. Going into a channel where, let's say, Danny's attacking Jinx and Jinx attacking Adam and Jojo's attacking all 3 of them, and old Gringo's coming in. He's got stories to tell about all of you. And what's that all about?
So
it's nonsense.
There's no time limit on this, right? Like
well, they've just explained up to 6 hours, 4 hours, but I ain't doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you used to lose your chat after 40 minutes on Streamlabs.
Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you some of the stories that you hear will be fascinating. And it's not nonsense. It's not lies. It's stuff that happens in people's lives. You would have seen documentaries where people do one-on-ones. And there's a famous guy called James. Oh, what's his surname? You know, the Actors Studio. I'm sure someone can put his surname in there for me. And at the end of the interview, he asked a series of questions. I might do something similar, but not copying exactly. But, you know, just to run through a few funnies and then take questions, because you will have questions about certain things that happen to people. Maybe that you need them to elaborate on them, or you have it's familiar to you because it's something like that happened to you.
So that's when it asked for your screen name. You could have put.
So my screen name showing down the bottom of the screen there. Yes.
You could have, yeah. You could have put Gandalf in there if you wanted to.
Oh, you know. Yep. It's sometimes it's just something what people say. We actually have lots of similarities. Seeds has to invite from his phone since he has the live going on his phone.
No, it's on the new computer, Danny.
It's on the computer.
Full update, Danny. Danny, you're sitting down.
Yeah, I got one.
I finally got him to go, and he bought a new computer, Danny, and he's doing it off the new computer. Are you excited?
I'll give you a little test of what will unveil in these one-on-one conversations. Bear with me, just all of you. Something that happened in your life that's important, just put it in a sentence in text. And I'll guarantee you, whatever you put in when your time has come to come up here and do your one-on-one, people are going to remember what you said. Hello, Mel.
You're supposed to say, welcome back, Mel.
Welcome back, Mel. But just put something in text, because the boys have already done it a bit earlier, but just put in something that was relevant in your life, or was exciting, or was life-changing, just in a short sentence. No fancy text. I wouldn't be here without Roogix. He led me to this stage. Jinx made it into uni. Did you study an arts degree? All the people that I know that went to university really didn't want to learn anything, just took an arts degree or e-commerce or things like that. But they end up working elsewhere, not doing anything of those things.
Jojo says no link yet.
No, we're not going to do a link on this one. Sorry, Jojo.
Not tonight, Jojo.
We're just testing, but we will. And I will certainly, because we have your emails, I will personally invite you for a time that suits you to come up.
Still trying to work the computer out, Jojo. I've got a few other things I've got to set up for him.
Yep, studying humanities is an excellent subject. So it was part of your philosophy course, I imagine. Or maybe you took a minor in philosophy or whatever it was.
Let's see. Where's the camera? Oh, that's nice and clean. Where's my play button? I can't see.
I don't know. Where have you got to press play? Just press play and then turn it around. There's no sound. And you thought I was bad at technical things.
Oh, God.
You got it worked out yet?
Oh, look, Clatterbice.
That's it. You were expecting a 5-minute special, weren't you?
Yeah.
Cinematography expedition. One of the things I've found over here, and I love listening to people talk about things, welcome back, Mel, is that you'll get, like I'll be talking to Jojo, and this will happen. He'll start talking about an experience he had, but then he'll say, well, actually a friend of mine, and that's okay. In other words, it's like this thing did happen to his friend, and his was more spectacular. And that's what will happen on occasions. It's not going third party, referencing someone else. It's probably true. I was actually looking up Boris Pasternak right before you went live, because when I was a boy, everyone told me to read and watch Dr. Zhivago. Oh, bit of an old softy there, Gringo. Where is Seed's pic? I think he looked great with some butterflies on his head.
I'll show you some of the seeds in a minute. I'm just now getting confused on my phone.
I should get a picture of me when I was like 13 playing a guitar. My hair was like this. That's not me.
No, that's not. That's my daddy.
Oh, hello, Danny. You know I'm going to get you back, Danny. I'm coming to Dallas.
Isn't my daddy handsome?
And I'm going to find the suppository building.
Rest his soul.
Play the Snapchat. She wants world embarrassment for me. That's okay.
Of your Snapchat? Of which one am
I
I playing?
No, Danny just sent Mystic a Snapchat. Okay.
Just give me a sec. Danny, I'm still trying to...
Have you got the sound up?
Work all this out. All right,
it'll have something to do with mystic animals. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd really think, yeah. Here we go.
I hope this works. Oh. Did you send it to me? I haven't got it, Danny. Oh, hang on.
She's very good technically.
Right. I am usually good technically, but so Danny said she sent it in Snapchat. I haven't got it, Danny.
Have I got it? Did you send it to me?
Is it on Seed's phone?
Let's have a look.
My God.
I have one.
Oh, it's your...
Here we go. This is for public humiliation. I'm going to press that one. Oh, no, it's just laughing.
No.
So, no. Yes, I've been so embarrassed by Danny G. Humiliated.
Oh, Danny. Maybe see.
Been derogatized. I'm going to shave all this off. It'll be like, title will be Danny G. Humiliates Seed Freedom. And I'll just slowly shave it off with tears streaming down my face.
Danny, you have to do it again. Away. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, thanks, Danny.
Oh, Paddy. Hang on, I'm not on the
Hello,
screen.
Paddy. Yeah.
Whoa.
So, yeah, thanks, Danny.
Am I getting Paddy's email?
Are you?
I don't know. Paddy, did you put your email in?
No, she said at Mystic Angels.
Oh. I sent you... Danny, I haven't got it. Oh my goodness. Turn your camera around.
Got lots of magpies.
Okay, just wait there, guys. I'll get your biscuit.
That time of the night, the Maggies insist on having something to eat. Hello, boys. How are you? All right. Would you like a biscuit? Yes. Is the talker there? Where's the talker? We get one that actually speaks. Quite funny. You're not actually learned to talk yet, have you? No, you haven't. Here it comes. There's enough there, they'll eat them. Yep, you threw it over the fence, so they'll go over there to get it. Do, 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 da, da, da.
Okay, where are we?
Right, let's do a little test. Other than I know Danny is a small girl would have pulled wings. Well, maybe one wing off a fly and watch it spin around in circles. In a short sentence, Danny, what was it like growing up for you? I know you probably lived in the forest with large, hairy beasts, but that would be my version. What would be your version? We've got all different sorts of magpies in Australia.
Oh, no, yeah. The West Australian magpie has more white on the wings.
And they're bigger.
And they're bigger. And the New South Wales magpies have more black on the wings.
Well, at least we know the methodology behind inviting people up to tell their story.
I checked again, Danny. I still haven't got it.
We have nothing.
I have to throw more biscuits.
She says birds remind her from birds from Dumbo. have a look. I reckon the battery won't last as long as it said it would while I'm broadcasting. 3 hours remaining. Chickadees, robins, blue jays. Yep, I remember robins when I was a child.
There's one that just won't come around the back.
Is that chook?
Yeah, I can't ride any further.
They'll be right. They got enough over there, they'll find them. So probably in about a week's time. Yeah, we'll wait for Danny's story. I think she's probably talking to a lawyer.
Wait.
I get facts right. Saw Danny riding on a tractor the other day. It's really cool.
What's that?
Be right back.
Knock that over.
Oh, was that mine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was yours.
No. What am I doing here? Mel.
She's cooking. I put money on it. Actually, can you imagine the nightmare of having Mel on a one-on-one interview?
No.
She'd say, yeah, when I was a little girl, hang on, I'll be right back.
Mel wouldn't do it.
It'd go 6 hours. You'd only get 3 questions.
Oh,
We're going to take you on a journey this week, if you're interested in following. Going back to my old hometown. It's called Geraldton. It's about 500 kilometres north of Perth. And it's very pretty. And I'll show you some other things along the way. We're thinking of stopping at an old haunted museum.
yes, we did, Mel. More like 100 combos in one.
Yeah, I just
in between
sat and listened, basically.
You were in there with Mel.
Made notes. Mel, yeah. Mel used to be Miss Australia in 1988. Olympic champion. Been on MKR. Those sort of combos.
Some people can't remember.
I did know in psychology that you can actually have such a good childhood that there are no incidences between younger age and reaching adolescence, say, because it's all been very good. Usually trauma like getting hurt, injured, whatever, terrible things happening, they will stay with you. So you must have had a pretty good childhood, or you are blocking out all the nightmares on Elm Street. But generally it's the other way around. It's a case of really good childhood and then important things that happened when you were a young adolescent, you will remember.
Maybe it was something.
I can remember back when I was 2.
Maybe it was something to do with school, Paddy, or something like that that you blocked out the years before.
Smash him, Mr. C.
Yeah,
What's that all about?
I gave you an air slap.
What was that for?
And showed my flabby arm.
But what was that for?
Because you're being cheeky to her.
To Mel?
Yeah.
Me?
Because you.
What?
Yeah.
Disgusting. But yeah, like, I mean, I'll give you an example. I remember clearly when I was just turned 2. You may or may not see, but my right arm, you might see that there's scar tissue on it. Well, that's because my mum used to have one of them old steamers, you know, you push the lid down, pressure cooker. It was a big pot. And what it was, she undid it all, let it come out, and then she took the lid off, and then someone knocked at the door. And in the old days, you had little stoves. There was a seat, and then there was a stove top. As a 2-year-old, I was pretty nimble, apparently. I got up there, and I fell into that pot to my arm, to my shoulder. And all that skin that's on there comes from the side of my ass. Yeah. And do I remember that? Vividly. Because some of my skin just fell off me. And I remember it. I don't remember the pain, which is excellent, not to remember that, but it would have been.
Oh, hang on. Danny, did you send it again, Danny? Let's see if this one works.
Take 2. Have you got the sound up?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
I hope so.
Live indignation. from Danny G.
I recently found a big print in my backyard. A big footprint, that is. And I'm thinking it belongs to a Sasquatch. Now, I hear there's a hairy Sasquatch in Australia. And I believe his name is Seeds to Freedom. Y'all need to watch out for that man. He's hairy.
I don't know who you are, but I'll find you.
I love Snapchat.
And when I find you, I'm going to leave my scent all over you.
Oh, that sounds terrible. That sounds... So no one else obviously plays with Snapchat like we do.
It's good having a laugh.
Oh, that didn't work.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to those. And there is no pressure. If someone wants to come up and talk for 10 minutes, that's okay. It's not important to me. It's important to them if they want to reveal the story. And like I say, we've all had things we wish didn't happen, but they did. But some of them were brilliant and some of them were life-changing. That's for sure. So I think that it's not that you'll reveal anything because it's just your story. No one can hold it against you. I've had this beard for about 13 months. When did Mum pass? August
2018.
September, October, December, January, February. 18 months. 18 months.
I'll show my mummy. There's my mummy.
But it's all coming off shortly because of Danny G.
Why is it coming up because of Danny G?
Because she doesn't like hairy Sasquatch. I've had my beard a lot longer than this. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
There's mummy and daughter number, I don't know where she's in the line. Mummy, bless her soul.
Daughter number 2.
That's the one. She's going to have a baby in August.
And she was acting for quite a while. Not acting of having a baby, but acting as in television, etc.
See you, Danny.
Goodbye, Danny. May your day at work be filled with love, care, and attention and really hairy old guys coming in. That would be fun. Yeah.
Well, just pull the hairs out of your chest and legs and stick them on your face, Adam.
I've got very little hair over the rest of my body.
Thank you,
I suppose
buddy.
my arms are normal man hair, but settling. Yes, I'll shave it all off. And you'll have this baby face seeds, and she'll call me Baby Sasquatch. I'm guaranteeing it.
Yeah, just glue them on, Adam.
I'll cut it off, Adam. I'll stick it so you can actually just turn it, put it straight on.
So we've talked before, Seeds.
We've talked before.
Live audio.
Well, I'm pretty sure you've been around a long time ago. Lots of people I know on here by different names. But that's just the nature of the beast. The early programs, we probably all had a different name. You know, going back to IRC and Pal Talk and things like that. But you get to know them after a while. Good people tend to gravitate towards each other. That's what happens. Can I have a filter, please, Lassie? Got nothing to grasp, Patty, is that what you're saying? Come here, Jamie. I think my beard's been down to about here at one stage, quite long, and my hair right down to my arse. I'm a bit worried, you know, get to the US, and here I am, coming off the plane, all right? And the security guard say, did you just come from Syria? Oh, no. No. I'm Australian, yes. I'll have to say good day, mate. There you go, all right? But fun is good to have. Good people talking. Life story is not that complicated. Like Patty says, she remembers a bit from when she was 11 or 12. But that's okay. Plenty of things happen between 11 and 12 and when you get older. Do you know what I hate more than anything is that 2 or 3 day growth is sort of really annoying. Is that a talker? One day I'll catch on screen, there's 2 magpies that come in and they talk. How you going? All right? What's for dinner? Things like that. Hello, Mr. Speed. Welcome. That'd be good. Like I say, a story of your life. Sometimes you forget things that were important, but when you start speaking of them and remembering has this unique ability. Like all of you would have walked past, say, a restaurant, smelt something, but it would have triggered a memory from 30 years ago. You know, maybe it was someone's barbecue or cooking, and then you remember the events on that day, what happened. There's a reason for that, because that memory of smell is very important because it does tie in events. Not so much hearing, but smell and obviously sight. It's like I know on about 3 occasions, now I'm 60, but on 3 occasions, definitely I had a sense of deja vu. Like it just was unbelievable. Adam says I had a mullet once, but a naturally curly hair, so it looked like it was one big curl at the back of my head. Right. It's not really a mullet, is it? It's just a wave, like a set. I remember probably for most of my adult life, I never brushed my hair. All I did was run my fingers through my hair because I had all these quite curly. We all do, Patty. You would not be a lone sheep. And you can keep your skeletons if you want to, but if you want to reveal just part bones, that's fine. Because they sometimes have a relevance on why you change direction in life. Skippy the bush kangaroo. Nah, you're not Skippy. Come on. Yeah. Terrible story in Australia recently, talking about bait boxes. This was an old fridge, and it's a horrible story, but I'm going to tell you because it was real. This is only last week. A bloke murdered 2 people, a woman and a man, put them in an old fridge, tied it up, and threw it in the creek. How horrible is that? That's a true story. He's just been sentenced last week.
What have I missed?
And he had the gall to stand in court and tell the judge, yep, I heard him screaming for mercy as they were going down. Yeah, his sentence is going to be real long.
Skippy the bush kangaroo. What a cool name.
Skippy the barbecued roo. Skippy, onions and pickles too. Actually, Skippy, television show in Australia, I think they end up using over 300 Skippies. True story. Yeah, you definitely get the death penalty here. We don't have the death penalty in Australia.
Stop texting if you're driving around. Come on, be responsible. I'm watching you. Because it said back there that he was got to drive around.
Driving. See, I know who Skippy is already. Don't I, Skippy? You know I know, Skippy. How's it feel when you found out, Skippy? You've tried before, but I know who you are. Anyway, nothing wrong with a bit of roux on the barbecue. Pink and grey glass, thank you very much. Saying good night. Actually, no kookaburras tonight. They tend not to do much singing on a hot day. No, you don't. You don't love me. I know you don't, but that's okay. That's life. But some of the things that happen in our lives are extraordinary. They're like amazing. You could be talking to someone and get an inspiration. And if you're clever through life, what you do is you find really interesting people that have things that you would like to do as well. You take small pieces of them, you put them into yourself, and then that builds your character over time. Good or bad, it does do that. So I find that some of the things that change your life could just be tiny little things. Meeting someone, being at an event, something fortunate happening to you. Those sort of things that don't come along often in your life, but they do come. You know, the opportunities, how some of us don't pick them up and then we regret it later on. But that's life. You don't get a choice of going back in time.
Every time you say that's life, reminds me of that commercial. That's life, Senor.
That's life.
Yeah.
That's what people say.
Yes.
That's an old Sanya ad in Australia.
Senor, yeah.
And in Australia today, Skippy, very sad. Very, very sad. Holden will no longer be making vehicles for Australia. That's it. There'll be no battle of the King of the Mountain at Bathurst anymore, which were Ford and Holden, or as Americans know it, Chevys. They're going to stop doing anything for Australia. So you'll just be driving Taiwanese, Korean, and probably Russian vehicles from now on. That's how it is. The Holden is being buried in 2021. Very sad. But again, I want to thank Roogix tonight for getting us to this stage. Thank Jinx for explaining how we can invite people and how we can do it even before we go live. So that'll be interesting. And a few other people showing us how we can boot people off if they're naughty.
I missed that one. How do you do it?
Oh, I'm not telling because everyone will know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty simple apparently. But we'll do that over the next 6 to 8 months. Probably have half a dozen or more people come up if they want to and tell their story. What do you mean we'll be owned? We are owned.
Yep, we will, Jinx. Thank you.
Skippy, check your boots out. See where they were made. Your socks, your t-shirt, your undies, and your tea towels. And tell me we're not already owned. No, I think we've actually got it worked out now, Jinx, because you helped us enough to realise how we can get there. It's a word, as you know, Patty, that I don't use lightly. I use it for my children, my grandchildren, my wife. Everyone and you say, oh, I've only met you 2 minutes ago, I love you.
I do it.
What?
I say it.
It makes it a very shallow statement. In my eyes, it's just me. You know, if you like someone, but you've only just met them, yeah, we're getting on well. Could be some of the words you use, or hope to catch you next time. But it's a very endearing set of words to say that, isn't it, Patty? It's just one of those things, although it's sometimes used just as an expression, some people take it to heart, literally.
Yes.
In the effect that, say, you have a bit of a Barney with someone like, you know, Patty, that you've said those words to, which you don't, but you know what I mean, to say you had, and you disagree about something, well, there's a massive falling out because how dare you? We had such a bond, and now you've destroyed it. So I always tell people, give people as much empathy as you can, but don't drift off into sympathy because it's an emotional currency that can be used against you. It's a protective mechanism. Empathize with the situation, the loss, all those things, but don't sympathize because you're going to be down in the same hole that they're in. You see so many, you've all seen them, very clingy people. They're the ones in the chat that will come in and say, and might say, Mrs. Roydenberry or whatever, and you say, hi guys, I hope you're having a good day because mine's been terrible.
See you, Skippy.
See you, Skippy. Don't fall off your bike. Oh, you know, just I'm trying to tell you who it is.
Yeah.
It's Tony.
Yeah, I know.
He wanted to change his name and come up with.
I know.
Come up with the current Prime Minister.
Yeah, and he's.
I mean, how? And he's realised that was a bad move.
But I say,
seriously,
bad move. I love you to everyone. Hey Mel, I love you. Go check your bits.
Scott Morrison, what were you thinking? Go check your bits.
Go check my bits.
But yeah, we'll do that. We'll have people up that want to be up. No time as if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or it's an hour. That's fine. But I ain't doing more than an hour. But then we'll do I'm going to work out a series of questions like James. I forget his surname. Arnett James. Anyway, and I will do a series of questions at the end, and then we'll get people that want to ask questions for a short period, and then we'll wrap it up. And people that don't get to see it live, will watch it because it's one of those things that's really interesting. Real life beats fiction any day.
Good, you're not driving and texting, old. Otherwise, I'd be putting you in timeout. So, good lad.
The life's too short to be miserable. Just be unhappy for a while and then be happy most of the time.
No, we love accents, Paddy.
I've got a lot of friends in Kentucky.
I love listening to other
Believe it or
accents.
not, Paddy, we have. They talk probably. People from Kentucky talk a little bit quicker than normal too. Not all of them, but a lot of them tend to do that. But there's another side. Further east, west you go in Kentucky, they talk a bit slower. I don't know why that is, but it's true.
So out of curiosity.
So, I know what a Kentucky accent sounds like.
Out of curiosity, can you turn the camera around?
No.
Just wondering. So to give a big
No, you cannot. There's a great Aussie song. Well, actually, a couple of great Aussie songs, but one that's actually done for a communications ad by Telstra. It sings about we're all from different parts of the world, but we're all the same, really. It's an old Peter Allen song.
I have to check later because you've got camera mic settings. Oh, you can share your screen. Not that you'd want to do that.
True. But it must be the time of the night that people in my country are going to eat, people in the UK are going to eat, and people in America should be asleep, not eating. Mind you, on the West Coast, I think it's about 7 in the morning. East Coast, yeah, it's still only about 4. No, I won't make fun of your accent, I promise. Ding, 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 ding.
No,
I'm only kidding.
What Seeds does sometimes, and I've done it, is just certain words that people say. It's not that we're laughing at you. It's like I say dance. You say, do you say dance or dance?
Well, you can say dance or dance.
Say dance, and I say tomato and herbs with a H.
Well, in some parts of America, they just say mater. They don't even use the T. It's maters.
Oh, you just had chocolate pudding. Oh, nice.
That would certainly keep you awake. Crunchy ice. Who had chocolate pudding?
Old.
That'd be right. He's always got something in the fridge. It's
Well,
like
he's
cold
driving
pizza,
around.
cold pizza.
Right now, he's driving around, so he's having a snack in between. So Adam was up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, your birds will be heading back soon. And when we get our yard established, you'll see how many birds come here. We'll have all sorts.
Taters
Tailors
and
and
maters.
maters.
Yeah.
You've been to Gallatin, Tennessee. I'm only 80 miles from the
Oh, you've got a
Tennessee
baby
line.
galah, Mel. Oh, when they come with them, aren't they noisy,
Aren't
Mel?
they screeches? They're little buggers. And the mum will be eating and the baby goes, screech, screech, screech. And mum will try and give them some food, but they still scream.
Even the magpie babies and all the parrot babies are noisy.
So what are you cooking tonight, Mel? Not sure. You had chicken last night, roasted. How'd that go? How'd you
Last
roast?
night,
Was it last night
I
you did the roast chicken?
I think it was the night before.
Okay.
Yep, they chuck tantrums, Mel. They feed me.
Tantrums are big. The cities that never close down.
Mel, Seeds likes that, Mel.
What's that? Tom Yum Gong, which is prawns. Tom Yum.
I don't like Tom Yum.
Yum. Spicy or my pet? Mel, my pet? For those who don't know, gong in Thai is prawn.
No, you don't like it either, Mel. Tom Yum.
Good place to go, Phuket. Brilliant. Very friendly people. Good food. Not expensive.
I wonder why it has another one down there.
I don't know. Maybe it's to do with when you actually do share your screen or something. I don't know. We'll find out.
Hey, Buttercup, finally.
Hello, Buttercup. Hello, at last.
Buttercup, are you sitting down?
Effing technology.
Buttercup, are you sitting down? Guess what, Buttercup? Guess where I took Seeds today and what I made him get? A new computer.
I did walk over to the Apple section. Said, about one of them 20-inch things. What are they worth? And the lady told us, and the wife said, we're going back over here to the Windows section. $5,000 for a computer. What do you think? Unbelievable. This one was 13.
Not even that. Was it? But that was with a mouse and a.
But so simple to set up. It's unbelievable. It's like boom, done.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it, Buttercup?
Is the sound better for you? But everyone said the sound's really good, crisp. I don't know about the picture.
Are you driving again? Okay, I'll put the phone down.
It's actually dark here now. Expecting the solar lights to come on shortly.
Old's driving again. No texting.
No, but like I say, we have to thank a few people tonight. Roogix got us here. Jinx guided us into what may happen. And in a week or two, we're going away this week, but we'll be back next week. And we might even make our first guest, if she would like to do so, Buttercup. One-on-one with Buttercup. Here, I think the iPhone's good. But this seems a lot better. All right, that's a good note for us to go as well. Thank you, people, for coming on the very first ever StreamYards, which we struggled for the first half hour even to get working. But we got there. And we will catch up with you. Talking about you, Will, I say. You in a very short kilt, running down the mountainside chasing cheese.
Well, while she's on live stream with you.
Yeah, we'll make it interesting. On. Yeah, make it interesting. You don't have to have your cam on, but the cam would make it more interesting. One-on-one life stories. Tonight's episode, Buttercup.
Well, not tonight.
The Rose of Wales. Nah, not really. She's Scottish, but we can throw that in.
Haggis. That's what she said.
Sounds good. There is. They actually do that too. They chase haggis.
Do they?
Yeah.
Roll them down the hill.
Oh, yeah. And they, the other one in the UK with cheese. They're trying to stop them, Bill, with that thing because they break legs and stuff. It's quite funny. She'll put a face on so I don't scare anybody. How do you know this is not the Nightmare on Elm Street division?
It's all right, Buttercup. I'll slap him later for saying that.
Yeah. Buttercup's cutie, and she'll be on live and telling whatever she wants to about her story in about a week's time, ladies and gentlemen. Tickets are selling now for $99.99. As you can see down the bottom, there's a link to my PayPal account.
Snapchat.
My Snapchat account, and all the other accounts that you can get paid. They're all down there because a parent's money for Buttercup. We're talking real money.
She charges heaps.
But anyway, good to catch up with you, and we will end this, and we will catch all of you another time. Have a great day or night, whatever you're doing. Until then, good night. Now, in broadcast.
Oh yeah, herb garden.